Welcome one and all to Fix My Twitch from Coaching for Geeks. I'm Robin, the Coaching for Geeks Overlord. Hello. And this week, fixing my Twitch, I need to check which way to turn. That way. It's Dungeon Master Viper. Hello and welcome, sir.
Hello, it is me.
It is you. Thanks for joining me this week. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing all good. I'm still waiting for your stream to load. I've currently got an advert for Porsche by the looks of it.
Fancy.
So
It knows your tastes, obviously, and your
it really doesn't.
price range.
I really don't like Porsches. I think they look awful.
Honestly, you think Twitch is owned by Amazon, you think it would
Hmm.
know what we liked and maybe present some targeted adverts better. Although I go on Amazon and Prime Video, and it's always trying to get me to watch things I would never watch. So they're like, no, fuck off. I am not going to watch the Grand Tour. Thank you very much.
My Amazon is it's got there. Like it's learned that like I don't care for cars, but like I'll watch the Grand Tour because I find Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond very funny. Um, and especially James May because it's now learned okay anything with James May in it he'll watch. So it's like he just done this cooking show, and it's like watch James May's cooking show. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, it's James, it'll be funny. So
Why
like
not?
yeah, but yeah, you think it would start advertising more like whatever's in my wish list, but that's also a bit worrying. So
I regularly get emails. Why don't you treat yourself? I think they know I'm very easily led. That's
mm.
not what we're here for today. Thanks for joining me for Twitch My Fix My Twitch, the show where we take this channel from nothing to Twitch partner, making hundreds of millions of pounds every week just from streaming. We've made affiliate. What's next? Oh my word. It's very exciting. Hello, CJ. Thanks for joining us tonight. Now, you made affiliate in 2 weeks. Congratulations. But my lovely guest, can I call you Reese, or do we need to stick with Dungeon
um
Master Viper, DMV?
it, it's it's really weird because everyone calls me different things. Like I've my name on Twitch has changed like 5 or 6 times as like I've either rebranded or switched channels. So like a group of people call me Viper, a group of people call me Dungeon, uh,
That's a great thing to be called.
um,
Dungeon.
oh, it's one of the greatest things being called Dungeon Master Viper because uh, you go into some people's chats and you can instantly tell if they're either a nerd or if they're kinky. Because you go like, "Hi, I'm Dungeon Master Viper," and the other go, "Oh, cool. What campaign you running?" Or, "All right,
Yeah.
hi."
Whips and
Like,
chains, or whips and chains and D20s?
sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. So like,
Does anyone call you Rihanna?
if I wouldn't say no if they paid me money and wanted to call me Rihanna, I'd be fine with it. But yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with. You can call me Reese if you want. Just don't call me Shirley.
Well, Reese it is then, unless
Mm.
I decide to call you Dungeon, because that's quite fun to call someone Dungeon.
Yeah.
Hey, Cage Cridlin, thanks for joining us this evening. Working, so might not be in chat that much. Cage Cridlin won Marbles on Stream last week, so we should probably have a little recap of what's been fixed on Fix My Twitch so far before we start talking about you. We'll talk about me because it's my favourite subject. So last week we had Tazziii who fixed my background because I'll share the reality with the boys, girls, and non-binary folk at home. So look, that's not a pretty thing to look at.
What
Let's
is that? What
wait.
is that the big
This
black thing?
well, they don't
A what?
just call you Dungeon Master. No, that's this is. Look at this. I spent quite. Oh no, it's come open. It's an air filter. I live in the countryside now, so there's a lot of dust.
Oh, okay.
pollen and stuff. So that's an air filter. But it says on the top in Comic Sans fresh air, which was good. Thanks for that. Thanks for doing it in Comic Sans. I'd show you, but I've just made the thing come open and all the dust's fallen out. So
Even
that's
better.
fun. And that's a little heater because it's also cold here. Show you all the things in the background. That's some Barocca. That's some E45. That's some repairing night serum. That's about 70 quid a bottle. It's ridiculous. I've got to make my fortune so I can keep my skin looking beautiful. It's very expensive getting old. Anyway, that's what that fixed. Let's get rid of that mess. There we go. Back to the lovely vaporwave future that we
Free vaporwave background 5 minutes. I love it.
yeah. Didn't say we were doing it classy or expensively. We're just making it happen. Tazziii also fixed my. You might be able to see at the top left now. We've got some of that was just testing my widgets there, so it's got me as the host, as the latest sub and follower, whereas it should have all my lovely new followers there. So I fucked that up, didn't I? Oh
Nah, don't
well.
worry about it.
It
It'll
look
go. That'll fall back and be fixed soon. You'll be fine.
it will, but it looks lovely at least, quite classy. I thought.
Mm.
And then Cage Crinoline went and won, or came second. I think I won. Marbles on Stream and chose marketing on Instagram. So I'll show you if you have a look on my Coaching for Geeks Instagram. We can see that we've got a lovely. It's you. Can we get that to work, or it's just going to disappear? It's there we go. Can just about make it out. That's you. There. Marketing on Instagram.
Look, it's my face on a market.
The face that launched 1,000 ships. No.
It's the face that got your Instagram banned.
Not yet, sweetheart. We've got to work on that. So that's how far we've got with Fix My Twitch. There's a long way to go. We stripped the channel right back to the absolute barest possible thing it could be. And now we're building it back up again, one step at a time. But over to you. Tell me about your streaming adventure. When did you first get
Oh,
online and do some of this old streaming malarkey?
if we're going all the way back to when I first started streaming, it was back in 2016.
Gasp.
Um, I started streaming just because I just bought a Xbox One,
Mhm.
and that had the capability to like broadcast off of itself, and I thought, well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's like give it a shot. My first ever channel was called MexiDread. Um, MexiDread came from my nickname at the time with my friends because my nickname for some reason was Mexican. I don't know why. I've never been to Mexico. I have never even met anyone. Actually, wrong. I know one person from Mexico, and even they call me Mexican, and I don't know why. Um, but that was my nickname, and at the time I had quite long dreadlocks, so we just put MexiDread that went together, and I just streamed random stuff like Minecraft and all that. I'm pretty sure if you might actually search it up, I'm pretty sure the channel actually still exists. I don't know if it's still like got any videos on it, but that never made like I never really done anything with it. It was just me streaming Minecraft because I could. Um, then I got my PC and started the new channel, which was it's effectively this channel, but that was called SM Viper, which stood for Scottish Made Viper. Little call out to CM Punk if anyone gets that. It was kind of a based off his name. And then after I got really into Dungeons and Dragons and starting different channels where I do exclusively Dungeons and Dragons, um, someone came up with the idea of here, why don't you change your name to DM Viper instead of SM Viper? And that kind of morphed into DM Viper and then just the full Dungeon Master Viper. And then
Yeah,
here we are.
both Dungeon Master and SM have certain connotations that could
Yeah,
be misconstrued by the
I mean,
the man at
are
home.
they untrue? You're gonna have to take me to dinner to find out. But like it's it just what basically what it morphed into, and but since 2016 I've been kind of on and off streaming. Um, Back in 2018 I got really heavily involved with a network called Indie Scots. They're great people, by the way. If you're looking for Scottish streamers, I highly suggest going and checking them out. Um, and because I got so involved with kind of their work and what they were doing and their content, I kind of took a back seat from streaming myself and worked mainly on their channel over there, which I was fine with. It was actually really fun, really working with those guys.
What sort of work did you do working for someone else's channel?
We made it was weird. We were more of a collective. The the main idea was they wanted to basically create like a Scottish version of the Yogscast, where it was a group of people who made content together,
Mm.
and some of it was actually really good. We started toying with different ideas. We made a fake wrestling show called Hype CW. Um, we made well, we were in the process of making because the Olympics got cancelled. I mean, a few people were making like our own little Olympics in different video games and seeing what would work there. We never got to filming that, but that was just because of everything that went on. Um, we done a weekly podcast, and we actually ended up working with Special Effect, the charity.
Yeah, yeah, we know them well.
We done quite a bit from them. A couple of us represented them at Resonate in Glasgow, and when we took part in Game Blast, we raised close to £900, I believe it was.
Nice. Well done.
Um,
So you must know Becky Frost then.
yes, everyone knows Becky.
Everyone knows Becky Frost.
Gotta love Becky. Uh, but yeah, it's funny actually because we all as a collective went down to Insomnia last year. I think it was Insomnia 67.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was Insomnia 67. We all went down as a collective, and Becky was there, and we tried to take Becky out on a night out and get her absolutely wrecked. She was too busy, but we're like, Becky, come on, come get wrecked. No, I can't. We were the only Scottish people there, so you knew what we were about when you just heard these like sick Glaswegian people walking through. You're like, oh, well, there they go. But it was it was a that was a really fun time with them. But I kind of like stopped streaming on my channel, just focused with them, and then about the start of lockdown, I kind of picked it back up again and streaming at least 4 days a week ever since, basically.
Nice. Um, Hi Vic in chat. Also, anyone else in chat, if you've got any questions for
It's
there, 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 there. I disappear if I move out of this spot.
You've got
Yeah,
one of these screens where if you lean back too much, you just
yeah.
disappear.
It manages to keep hold of me unless I. It's just my arms it doesn't like if they
Hmm.
move away from my body. And anyway, hi Vic and anyone else in chat, if you have questions, please fire away. We're here to help you, not just me, become a multi-million sub streamer, but to help you all as well. Please don't explode them.
I'm exploding the chat, mate. The chat is exploding.
By mutilating them all with a horrible.
Some things like sacrifices need to be made, and we're doing it for the greater good.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone in chat, you've just been blown up. Uh, so 4 days a week at least you stream.
Usually, yeah.
Apart from if some bugger comes along and says, "Oh, do you want to come on here?" Because you'd normally
Well,
be doing Tomb Raider right now, right?
I've not right now. I've actually during November. It was actually one of my best friend's ideas. Like, here, why don't you do something over November? Um, and the joke actually came from. Do you know that meme that came up of No Nut November?
Yeah.
Yeah, the joke was just like, why don't you do something like non-stop November? And I was like, what's that? And she's like, just stream every day in November. So that's what I've been basically doing. Like 18 days straight, I've been live. Um, maybe not on my channel, but like at least I've been on Twitch somewhere.
Yeah, yeah,
So Monday I was on the Lions table doing D&D. Today I'm here. Later on I might go and stream something later, but
nice.
I've been streaming basically anything and everything I can get my hands on. Um, the Tomb Raider series. They took a break from that though because I kind of rage quit after Rise of the Tomb Raider because I couldn't do the final boss because the game really fucked me. Been doing Baldur's Gate 3 obviously. We've done the Spider-Man games.
Mm.
It's it's been just whatever I can get my hands on really. Uh,
In
I
that
think
case,
I've
we've got a
yeah.
great question in the chat. If you were streaming usually at least 4 nights a week, and now you are streaming in some capacity every day, Vic
Mhm.
asks, how do you stay consistent?
Um, part of it is trying to make it as fun for me as possible. Uh, I used to be one of these streamers that would stream the same game every day,
Mm,
and then it would be like, 2 months later, I'm like, I hate streaming. I hate this game. Like, why am I doing this? And then you feel like, well, the reason why is because you've been playing the same game for 60 days straight. Like I used to play Overwatch like religiously,
mm,
and I don't think I've touched Overwatch since January. Genuinely, like I don't know. It's just like yeah, it's not like it's a bad game. It's a fun game. It's just something I wasn't really fully into. But apart from
mm,
that, it was finding something that you really like to stream. Through that, a community will build around you, and I'll some of the times it's now almost become me just chilling with my friends because I've got some people who come into my stream and we'll play a game that can be really serious and we'll rip the utter piss out of it. Like I played through the Dead Space series for the first time, and do you know the little like tiny little tentacle babies?
yeah.
My chat started calling them Deadly Waynes. So it's like, here come the Deadly Waynes, deadly Waynes, and it's just about. I'd say that like the main point is having fun with it because if you can have fun with it, then you don't even need to worry about being consistent because you want to stream. You're like, oh, I
Mm,
can't wait to get on the stream later on the night. Um, but yeah, it's only this month that I've taken on the task of streaming every day, and if it goes well, I think this might be like, for lack of a better term, my version of WrestleMania. So like
mm.
November will be non-stop November, where in November I'll stream, and maybe later on at times I'll do like 30 days, and it'll be for charity and stuff. So like I'll be honest, this one is just to get my followers up. I'm just being a selfish little boy with this month, but um like maybe next year it'll do like I'll do like Movember or I'll do Macmillan, just
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
is like current at the time.
But getting
Um,
those followers means that you can reach more people, raise more money. You
yeah,
say it's selfish, but the end goal is being able to raise more for these great charities.
yeah,
We're starting to go into a partnership with Gamers Beat Cancer, who
mm,
similar to other gaming charities, but they help people who've got cancer to get access to games. And just went, you know what, that's lovely because sure, special effects, you're wonderful, but you've just
mm.
got millions of pounds off of that
For the Fall Guys
Fall
thing, that
Guys
was
thing, that was just
when I saw that, I
epic.
was like, oh my god, like I was like, here we go. Well, I don't know, maybe we can raise some. They'll probably be like, yeah, go raise money for another charity. We're fine right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like,
I'm sure like any charity, they always want more so they can do more work. But I was a bit like,
mhm.
yeah, special effects, you're lovely, but you've got enough now. We're gonna go, we're gonna go and play with another charity for a little while.
Yeah, like, God, is Becky gonna see this? Becky, don't castrate me.
Sounds weak. Yeah, likewise.
Don't hate me, Becky. But yeah, just have fun with it. Genuinely,
Yeah,
it's the main
that's
thing.
that's why I love these ones on the Wednesdays. That it is quite fun, just chatting with someone and then playing a game. And
Hmm.
there's no real hard structure. Whereas on the Mondays, where I'm trying to do a bit of coaching at the same time, I'll be honest with you, I find it a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, it feels more like
It's
a lecture.
mm, it's like I'm
Mm.
trying to. It got more fun this week when we were playing Bug Snacks because wow, that is a weird dark game. the Cage Crinoline was there. And, oh, there's something not right about that game. It's hilarious.
Is that the one that like they were advertising to kids, and it's like you can get bugs that are made like burgers and stuff?
Yeah, and they've got weird names. I can't remember what was like the burger one. I think it was like called a bumder because it's part bum, part spider,
Bumda.
bumder.
If you got called that up here, you'd be starting a fight. Like,
Yeah, I think they've deliberately named everything something almost vulgar, and there's a lesbian love story going on in the background, and everything's just not quite right in the fact that this is clearly a kids game, but everything's got euphemistic names and lots of innuendo. And
Jenga, one of these games that are like, even though it's designed to be played by kids, at the end of the day, they know adults are going to be playing it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But talking of games, Cage Crinoline says Baldur's Gate's a man of taste.
Yeah, well, that more came because of my love for D&D and stuff. And actually, I remember I was actually on a different podcast when I first saw the trailer, and let's say some of the words that I used to describe how I was feeling were not safe for work. Like, like I was running about my room shouting about how fucking erect I was. Like, it was just
I
like,
am engorged. Please.
yeah. I was like, what is this? What is this? And it was the trailer, the one where the dragons come and the with the lith. Oh man, I was losing my shit. And then the second I could buy it, I did. Spent £60 for that early access broken thing. I'll be honest. I'm waiting a bit of time just to let the updates roll in a bit before I start playing it again. But it's more because I know that if I don't stop myself, I won't play it again because I'll be like, I'm too used to it being broken.
Oh, Fern Gaming. Hey guys, thanks for the follow. I know they've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate. Oh, Tazziii, thanks for the host. Thanks very much.
I'm pulling in all the Baldur's Gate fans right now.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
sense the D&D nerd in me, and like, hold on, if you want, hold on, let me get my listed. There we go. Here we go. He can join us. This is
Oh,
Dave.
hey Dave.
Dave.
Oh
Dave.
God,
His head can come off. Wait. Oh, maybe no.
just pop it off. Oh
Oh,
no,
maybe I can't.
Dave turned up
Maybe I can't anymore.
and Vic stabbed himself with pliers. Shit.
Don't
That's
stab yourself with
This
pliers.
the madness of Dave is.
Dave disapproves you stabbing yourself with pliers. No. Naughty. Naughty boy. Or girl. Or non-binary. Stop the
Stop the stabbings.
stop abusing pliers.
They're not.
Pliers have feelings too.
They're for
Plier
chainmail.
lives matter.
They're for chainmail, not for legs.
Oh, I'd love to make myself a set of chainmail, but I'm just too lazy to wear it. I'd be like, this is too heavy. Take it off now, please.
That's what Vic does. Desktop Designs makes chainmail. It's amazing
Oh,
stuff.
if you're ever looking for someone to endorse us.
Well,
Endorse us.
well, I believe actually Vic's looking for people to maybe collaborate on some unboxings with, so you could get yourself
Endorse us.
you could get yourself some cheap mail, and in exchange for an unboxing. You two should talk. You're both in coaching for geeks.
Well, one of the really funny things actually is that with the other channel I've got, the Lions Table, which is where I do all my D&D stuff. We've obviously got a little private talks that we're doing, and we're working on getting some little custom models for our game. And one of our players, just as a joke, just made one of me, except I'm in what I can only describe. You ever seen The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yeah.
You know the dress that Esmeralda wears?
Yeah, yeah.
Basically that, with a black sombrero and a giant D20.
Lovely.
And they basically went, here, if we get to 100 subs.
What, you're dressing like this?
I'll get the earrings as well, like the dangly, the ones that you shake your head and they just sway.
Beautiful. Oh shit. Just knocking stuff over. That's fine. So yeah, Vic's doing 30% off in exchange for an unboxing video and an extra free gift. Just doing everyone else's work here. You two should definitely chat. Uh, Cage Crinolin's not saying I've been waiting for BG3 since 1998, but yeah, apparently you should hang on a little while and let the bugs get stamped out. And
Yeah.
and Tazziii, thanks for popping in. Tazziii was our guest last week. I think you've popped in to see if we've fixed some of the things. What do you think? Background. Ooh, that's new. Look at this up here, Tazziii. Look, stuff and things. She might have buggered off. No, she's going. Ooh, looking good. So, what? I understand that you've done some of your own graphics for one of your channels.
Yes. Yes.
This is me.
I.
I understand that. Who the hell do I think I am? You did some of your graphics, right?
Hold on. As you're doing that, I'm gonna have to change the battery of my light because my light has just died. So I am
All
speaking.
right, you go.
So sorry if you're going to see my fuckboy shorts. Um.
Shall we
Uh.
talk about your footboy shorts for a
Do you want
moment?
to talk about my
Because
fuckboy
they
shorts?
are
Right.
quite something. We were having a little chat
Right.
before.
There we go. Here,
I'm a
here
little
are my
bit
fuckboy
envious.
shorts. Right. So these were £7 at a Primark. They've got tigers on them, and if these do not just scream, like put it this way, ladies, if you're watching, or actually anyone, if a guy came up to you in a bar in maybe Thailand or Tenerife and was like, "All right, how you doing? Do you want a drink?" and he was wearing these, what's your first response? So I bought these as basically like a sacrifice, as in I will buy these so a fuckboy does not get his hands on them. Plus, also they're actually really comfy, so they've basically become my jammy shorts. So
I'm proper envious of them shorts. I have to get down the
they are great.
mark.
They're great shorts. From Primark as well. They've actually lasted quite a long time. So
Polyester.
most likely,
I would get a nasty rash. We were going to talk about the graphics on your channel because you did your own,
yes.
right? So these, obviously, I don't have any yet because
Mhm,
nobody's fixed my Twitch in that respect yet. All we've got is
mhm.
this stuff up here. But I bought that as a pack.
Yeah. Well, basically, with the Lions table, that's my D&D channel. We had our own graphics before, but there was a bit of a falling out between myself and the guy who done our art, and I was like, right, well, I need to basically come up with some art. So I basically had to redo everything by myself, which is actually fine because actually, like, I'm not to moan, I actually much prefer the stuff we've made.
Mm.
Give me 2 secs, I can actually pull it up. But yeah, the stuff I made was a mix of my very basic Photoshop skills, my slightly advanced editing skills, I should say advanced and intermediate considering I study it at college. Um, and just there's a little bit in there they're dying there as well. So like our our main roleplay stage, the boxes we use are from Nerd or Die, the Crusader pack. And our transitions are as well, which are the big flames, more because they're basically perfect. I was like, well, these are the best
Mm.
ones you can get. They're fantastic. But everything else is a mixture of royalty free stuff and stuff I've made myself. Let me find stuff. Blah blah blah. Da da da. Uh, da. Yeah, I'll go this one. So yeah, I'll share my screen with you here so you can all have a little gander. So yeah.
Oh, hang on. I might just have to. Oh no, not that button. It's alt, right? Let's. There we
Alt's the one that you can like pull it in and
go.
out.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. So yeah, this was a mixture of basically my very poor Photoshop skills as well as a bit of royalty free footage.
I need to
But
hit watch stream.
there
Over
we go.
that.
Let me just.
Hit if I hit that. There we go.
So yeah, like it's
Ooh, them
relatively simple,
flames are
but
fancy.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
like generally, like it is that's some like just basic stuff that I learned how to do over YouTube. Here's the opening shot that you could of a end of the stream. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Here's like a little opening that we released on Twitter um when we were just starting out, when we were just like basically about to come back. So I wonder if this actually has any sound or not. I don't think it does. If it does, I'm sorry. It's headphone warnings, you know.
Not getting any.
Um. Oh, there
Oh
we go.
yeah.
So yeah, that was
Um,
like a bit of like little basic bits that we went on and done there.
yeah.
Um.
In chat, Tazzy saying that's hella fancy, and that is beyond basic. Actually, young fella, my lad.
I think the bit that's shocking is that was incredibly quite simple to make. But yeah, that over in Lines Table, a lot of it is just stuff that we made ourselves. On my channel specifically, I just use the Crusader pack because it serves what I need. Um, a lot of the other stuff, like with overlays, like yeah, sure, it's nice to look nice and fancy and stuff, but it's more the question of cool. But like people aren't coming for your overlay. If they were, they'll
Mm,
stay for 30 seconds. Go, that was cool, and they'll bugger off. But the overlay can be a tool to help you express like this is what we're about. So it's about like I've forgotten where I'm going with this.
that's all right. Sometimes I
Um,
often start saying sentences and don't really know
yeah,
where I'm going with it.
but yeah,
Sometimes you
like
find your way, but
yeah, the overlays were it's weird. I was never really like I've never went full on like oh man the overlays or like everything because for me the overlay is more like a frame because the main focus is yourself. The
mm,
overlay is just the fancy frame you put yourself in. Like you asked them this right. The Mona Lisa, what colors are here?
like black, brown,
Cool. What color is the house behind her?
the browny green.
Nobody. You like? I don't know. I'm not looking at that, am I?
I don't know.
Yeah. Um.
It's just the wrapping, right?
Yeah.
It helps people
Basically,
get
yeah.
that initial feel for who you are and
Mm.
what you're about, and that air of professionalism or nerdery or whatever it is.
Basically, yeah.
And hey, if you'd like to get your own overlays and stuff from Nerd or Die, why not use our affiliate link that I've just dropped in the chat? Ding! Buy it, buy it, buy it.
Marketing.
Make me rich.
Marketing. um. But yeah. I've me personally like if with like stuff like green screens and backgrounds, if it works for you, then great. But I use what I've got as like a tool to kind of express what I'm about. I know for a fact that the Crusader, like the Crusader pack I'm using right now, the second I make something that I think fits me a lot better, it's getting fucking yeeted.
Mm,
Like I'll probably keep the transitions more because like I like fire and everything, and but like for me like it's weird because my aesthetic itself it doesn't match. It's a lot. It's stony and it's oranges and stuff. Whereas I don't know if anybody watching can tell what are the three main colors that you see in my bedroom.
Black, white, and red.
Exactly. Literally my entire life. People make jokes about it now. It's like if it's not black, white, or red, he's not interested. Like so like that's the main kind of thing. So like I don't know, maybe consistency, maybe not.
Having a kind of
But
aesthetic
yeah.
that kind of works for you. I mean,
Mm.
sure, if you're the black, white, and red guy, but your overlays are different, you can have a clash, you can have a mismatch, as
Yeah.
long as it works for you and who
Mm.
you are and your whole vibe. And if we go with your vibe attracts your tribe, then and your look is a
Yeah.
bit
Well
this, you're
it's
going to attract
yeah.
people who are into this.
Yeah, and it's weird as well because there's other parts of like my personality that I want to include in the streaming. I just haven't found a way to include them yet. Like it's when I say this, people be like, "Hold on, he's basically just Miles Morales." But like, I love red, black, and white. I'm obsessed with street art. and I do like my music. So it's like people go like, "You're literally just Miles Morales, mate." But like, um, but like I try and incorporate as much into my stream as I can. Like I've got a full playlist on Spotify where at the start and end of my streams, it's like a playlist of music I enjoy, and it's like here, fucking listen to it.
You
Fuck
will
you,
like the same
DMTA.
things as me.
Fuck you, DMTA. It's actually worked out quite well for me because uh when I first started playing the music I really like, I found like a royalty free um like playlist on Spotify, and 3/4 of the songs are there was, and I ended up messaging one of the bands on it, being like, "Hey, like, can I use your music on the stream? If like, can we maybe like work together in the future?" They were well up for it. Like, but it's like a lot of it at the end of the day is a lot of it's found by trial and error, and I find that if you basically just start implementing bits of yourself in there, you start attracting people who are the same as you, and or if not have very similar like interests, and that's where it gets pulled in. Like a lot of the streamers I talk to, like Salmon Butter and like Technobobble, um, like a lot of the streams I watch as well as interact with, one of the biggest things that we all have in common is that we're fucking obsessed with Star Wars. So it's like that's the way it goes. Like I've got an alert on my not an alert a channel point thing on my stream, which is big rave time. So like I just have a bit of a rave to myself. I pull out a lightsaber and start swinging it about. It's just like it's that. And at the end of the day, people start realizing like, yeah, you know what, I like this dude, and they'll do that. I find if you can relate to a streamer, it makes it a lot easier to interact and get in with them than somebody who you might not like being the same with.
Mm, mm.
That was a very weird English sentence.
I think we all got it though. And
Yeah.
Tazzy says getting all of who you are on stream can be a difficult balance, and there must
It
be
can be, yeah.
parts.
Especially if you're someone who's still trying to figure out who they are. It's a bit of a weird thing, but I just start literally just chucking shit that I like in the back of my background. Like you look behind me. There's Baby Yoda sitting right there. Um, there's actually a little mini joke. I hate that you can't see him. I might move him over here because you might see him better. Hold on. If I move him over here, I take the Magic the Gathering cards away. And
You just want to show off them fuckboy shorts again.
yes, I do. If I put him there we go. So like, there's a little mini joke that up there, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's got the high ground. Like, like and I've got like different things. You've got Baby Yoda, you've got the Mind Flayer. Oh, you can't see him, but there's a little Vault Boy there, and anybody who's a Fallout fan knows what that is. So like, by the way, genuinely, some fandoms will find your stream, right? And there are some fan people out there. This is just like as a warning for anyone who starts putting nerdy stuff in their stream. There are some fandoms that see if you have something in your background and they don't like it, they'll let you fucking know. Like, I've generally had someone come into my chat and say that I'm a racist because I had that.
Oh God.
And I was like, how? And they were like, because the Brotherhood of Steel only like anyone who's human. And I'm like, that doesn't mean I'm a racist. I'd understand if it was if it was a Confederate flag, but no,
Yeah,
it's the
if
Brotherhood.
there was some very different logos on there, then we might be having a very different talk right now.
Yeah,
But sure.
yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, but yeah, that's like a whole different
Where's
subject that you can go into.
the only thing I had on behind me before was my little Katamari, but no one picked up on it.
Hmm.
But I like relatively obscure games.
Oh, there's some stuff that I would love to have in my background. Like there's some things I own that I physically can't have in the background because they're too big.
Mm.
Like because they're my shelves and stuff. Like in a box in my room, I have I've don't ask me how I got this by the way. I almost it was like one of these finds you find at a car boot sale that you're just like the owner doesn't know what it is, and you buy it, and you feel kind of bad 'cause you feel like you've swindled them because you know what it is. Um, and I think it's like a 1:24 scale model of the Nostromo.
Yeah.
It is like, and it's still huge, and it's a 1:24 scale, and you're like, it's just outside. But I'm like, I found this thing for like a tenner, and I was like, there you go, thank you, bye. But yeah, like there's other things like I want to have if I could, I'd have a huge mural spray paint piece there. But A, I'm indoors. B, I don't think my mum would be too happy about it. And C, like, how would you fit it all in?
Yeah. There are ways. Could you do have a virtual one and green screen that
I've been,
wall
I
and
have been tempted. Speaking of green screen walls, one of my best mates, who also streams, Called It My Dog. He has a green screen room. He painted a whole room green, and then got green covers for his couch. It was great.
if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it big, eh?
Yeah, like we like it, working with what you got as well. Just make. I feel like I'm just throwing shit at you right now. Just like,
It's good that
um,
we're dancing around the various elements of
yeah,
what makes it a
and
stream. Working with what you got, absolutely. Like here I
mhm,
am in. People know I moved down out of London and I gave up my pad in London. I've come down to Devon, moved in with my mum. We've got loads of family stuff. As I was saying before we started, I just got the email. Just got the
mhm.
email about the funeral, which is a fun thing to talk about on chat for my uncle. So down here dealing with some stuff, which means I'm working with what I've got, which is literally a pokey little bedroom.
Mhm.
Where's it gone? This
Yeah.
is my space. I won't show you around because it's a mess. But it doesn't go much further in any other direction. It's like
Mm,
the walls there. I don't have room for much stuff, so a virtual background really works for me. Um,
mm. I just spotted the D20s on your arm as well. I'm very happy.
yeah, got a set of polyhedrals.
I was actually tempted to get them across my knuckles, but then I realized there was only
you
7 of them.
you badass, yeah.
Yeah, it was a temptation. It was either getting the 7 or get 2 D10s. Like you get with a normal set. That was the option. But
Uh,
those are cool things, yeah.
Tazzy comments, fandoms people can be intense. They really
They are.
can. If you've ever been to Comic Con, love it, but
Well, there's some TV shows that I say I'm a fan of, but I stay far away from the fandom, genuinely, because it's just
Rick
no.
and
I,
Morty, uh,
that's a perfect example. Um,
Steven Universe, they're all cartoons in my case.
I I
Doctor Who.
I I couldn't get into Steven Universe. I don't know what it was, just really couldn't. But I know a story about this was something I read on Tumblr years ago. Shows you how fucking old this was. Um, it was a guy. He said he was a big fan of Steven Universe, and the second he said he was like literally people were attacking him, being like, "Oh, you can't have was it a gin or something? Like you can't
uh,
have a
a gem.
yeah, you can't have a gem because you're a cis straight white male, basically." And I was like, okay, well, okay, it's that kind of community. That's okay, fair enough. And then he came up with this really cool idea, which was like, what if there was like a bunch of metals and they identify as male, and there you could have like, some gay relationships in there because, TV sees the lesbian relationships a lot more palatable than homosexual relationships.
Mhm.
And people were literally like giving him so much hate they had to delete his Tumblr. And I was like, what is that about?
It's supposed
And
to be a
then like,
show about like acceptance
yeah,
and taking people for who they are, and you don't have to change. You don't have to be what other people think you are.
yeah,
And coming to terms with your actual identity and reality. People are fuck jars, aren't they?
yeah, and
Excuse
like,
me, sorry.
oh, don't like, and then that same like, I'm a big Voltron fan, right? But I stay away from the other show they made
Mm.
because apparently something happened in that show that fans didn't like, and a fan sent them cupcakes that had razor blades in them.
Oh. Don't be that sort of fan. people at home. But I can only see a couple of people in the audience, and I know you are good people and not that kind of fan. Tazziii, Vic. I assume CJ's around. I wonder if CJ, if you've got any stories about fandoms, we'd
Dave
love to
says,
hear them because CJ is one of the hosts at MCM Comic Con. Has
"Oh,
interviewed a
nice."
lot of big names, including me. Thanks, CJ. Um,
There's,
so
yeah,
imagine he's probably got some stories about mentalists, but we don't. You don't have to share them,
yeah,
pal. Yeah, Tazzy stays away from fandoms or just ignores the people who are deep in fandoms because I like what I like and I never get into the
hmm
deepness. So does Vic. Yeah, whatever happened to just liking things because you like them? We're getting far away from fixing Twitch here, but let's talk
yeah.
about it.
But yeah, like going into like wanting to like what your resources and what you have to make the content you can, it it works like especially like if like for green screen people I find they can do some like I think there's some really missed opportunities with green screen people
Mm,
like like I've seen some people who use their green screen just to get rid of their background and like is that it? Okay, fair enough. I've seen some people do some really like there's a guy I think his name I think it's Stubbs. He has a green screen, but he's made that little box that you see Twitch tubers like you see their bedroom and stuff.
mm,
But he's made it so his head comes out of the box, and like his bedroom's actually like a painted bedroom. I'm like, that's really cool. There's streamers like We Claire who have done the same, like made their own little mini bedroom, and her bedroom's very 80s. It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger posters and all that, and then there's like other people who I've literally seen stream in like full green morph suits,
mm, mm.
so it's just their face, and they're like,
Floating around.
yeah, and it's hilarious. Like there's people who like put green sheets over their head and put their heads on top of characters and like doing that kind of stuff. It's using that, but at the same time, like people using their background is like funny stuff. Like other things that I'd love to do. I'd love to see if those bars you get that like you type what you want and then it scrolls across it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see if I could hook that up to Twitch and being like this person just followed and it would come up behind me and
It's interesting you should say that because I'm experimenting with my invisibility box with this thing, which
yeah.
there are ways to do it. So yes, you can definitely do it with the small one. I'm still
hmm
figuring out how to do it with the bigger clock one. But that's why I got this. Got it
Yeah.
on
Like
Prime Day.
yeah.
I
Speaking of Prime Day, I was supposed to get a free Google Nest because I've got a Spotify thing and it's not arrived yet, and I'm a bit salty.
follow that up.
I was like, "Oi, where's my free Google
Uh,
Nest? You said I was getting a free Google Nest. I know I'm paying you nothing, but where's my free Google Nest?"
yeah, I got
But
I got a
yeah,
free Google Home, um, and I've got. Oh, this is what I did. I don't know if it'll work in this light. The computer make the lights red. Ooh, no, I've got red.
oh, I do the same. Like one of the things I do on my stream with my channel points is that I do a D20 game. So
I
basically, I've
saw
got a
that. I was
list.
going to ask you about that and interaction with your guests.
Yeah,
Computer, put the lights back up, please. Thank you.
I I love doing that. Like I think interaction with Twitch is one of the main parts of it. I think if they didn't want it to happen or it wasn't a big thing, they wouldn't have had the chat. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love like one of the things that I'm working on with the D&D is with the channel points that the viewers can actually spend some of their channel points and actually have an effect on the game.
Mm-hmm.
So like for example 10,000 points they get to give a player like 5 HP or they get to add 5 damage to their next attack roll,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff. So the audience themselves have a effect on the game. And I'm not talking 100 points as it. No, I'm talking about you're talking about like
Just a little, like a little gift from the gods. Here you go.
like 15,000 points. This player gets advantage at
Yeah.
most. Like not game breaking stuff,
Oh no,
but like
throw another boss in there. That's
yeah, and it's like I've one of the things I do with the D20 game is viewers. I believe I've set it to 750 points. I think it's 750, might be 500. I can't remember. Basically, they can click it. I take this dice, I roll it, and whatever number it is the forfeit I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm working on getting an animation to pop up on stream, so it'll actually be a dice that rolls in, and so so A, they know I'm not cheating, and B, I've got that. But for example, if I roll it right now, like Alexa, number 11, like that, it's trap time. I've got a voice mod that has a trap mode, and I basically make a really shitty trap song out of anything that they want me to do. Like I've had one, it was like, oh, someone said, oh, can you do a trap song about a dog riding a horse? And I was like, I went off it. I was like, I'm on a horse. Oh, there's a bot in the chat, and he's riding a horse. He's a dog. Yeah, like it's like that stuff. There's one where I need to basically do the whole, that thing. Oh, I didn't realize my chair was on tilt. Oh god, this was a mistake. Ugh. You know, do that. There's ones where my lights change color. I've even got this really cool thing where if they roll a natural 20, they get added to the box of immortals, which is this here. They get their name written on the box, the date they wrote it, and if they roll it 3 times, they get a free piece of merch. So like,
Ooh.
it's a cool little thing.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, all that.
All right. Vic, you get a thank you for subscribing once we finish the conversation.
No, no, you
Yeah.
don't. Shush. You get nothing.
Get nothing
You'd like
now.
it. Now eat your tea and brush your teeth and go to bed.
Under the Capes, thank you very much for your Prime subscribe. It's always, it really helps if anybody spends that. You only get one Prime subscribe, and it peters out every month. So do come back in a month, spend it again. And thank you, Vic, as well. I will show you if it'll show up. The pics. No, it's just going to disappear. What
Because
delights
you're
will the
part of it.
pixel box? Oh, that
Oh, there's a Pac-Man.
there's a button. Ah, look, there we go. You can have some animated Link and a sausage. and
A sausage.
Sonic will eat this. See, I want things to happen on this box when
Mm.
people subscribe, but
Yeah,
we
like
can't do that right now. But
it's one of the things that I'd love is why there was a big flashing eggplant.
yeah, the,
Can I help you?
the,
Hiya,
the,
this is my cat.
hi cat, hi
Uh,
Garfield.
this is Garfield. He is the neediest cat in the world, but he's also basically become the mascot for my Dungeons and Dragons stream. Um, as you can see, he's very very needy. And you're soaking. Have you been outside? I
Hope
think
so.
you have. Is that why you've come up? Because you're really really wet? Oh my god. Where's your towel?
Dry me.
Hold on 2 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, like they're literally wet pop and it's on my desk right now.
Nice. Go and deal with that. Whilst
Hold
I
on. Let me just.
Well, so I say thank you to Under the Capes for being for being a phenomenal guest on my panel out in PAX East earlier. Can you believe that was this year? Fucking hell, that was seriously, it was this year. And I've still got right here. I've got a goose draw right here just in case the urge takes me. Oh, maybe this
There we
should be
go.
my channel channel points. See, we haven't set up
Yeah,
anything with the channel points yet. We've got nothing.
I do the same. I've got a hat that's got like little jingle bells on it. So like that's one of the things that it can do. Like they roll a 14, I believe, and the jingle hat gets put on for 10 minutes.
And could we get honked at by a goose?
See, like it's that kind of stuff that like people
Put
like.
my little flippers. I had these
Yeah.
sellotaped to my feet.
What were you doing at PAX East that made you need? Was this for the Untitled Goose Game?
Yeah, I did a panel which was about morality in games, but I was hosting it as the goose, and I was posing various moral dilemmas from gaming, such as certain vaults where certain things happen, but I increasingly made them more ridiculous. So it was your best friend, Princess Petch, is marrying the love of her life,
Oh, did you have to say Princess Peach because of Tin
I was like,
Ninja's.
is there anyone from Nintendo in the room? You have to be honest with me. So it's like, if the police are undercover, they have to tell you. If you ask them, that's not even a thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the goose off. Yeah, Barry O'Toole and Trouser, some kind of lizard leather daddy, getting it on the wedding day. Do you tell your best friend Princess Peach? It turned out that everyone decided it was allowed and it was a consensual thing. Just leave them be. It's none of our business. Under the capes, you've got the goose outfit way too accessible. Not the first time you've worn that since PAX. No, because we did the panel for EGX as well. Right. We talked about music earlier. We touched on it. You spoke about royalty-free music for your stream.
Yes.
What do you make of the news that's come out in the last day, where if you take up a Monster Cat subscription, which gives you royalty-free music for your stream, you get given affiliate on Twitch straight away?
I mean, when I first heard of it, I was like, "That's fucking bullshit." But um, but what you'll then find is the people who have worked to become affiliate the way that we have, we will find that a lot easier to grow. Whereas the people who pay for that affiliate, they've not spent the time to build that community
Mm.
and stuff, and
There was a lot of gnashing of and wailing of teeth. That's not
it
right.
it
Wailing and gnashing of teeth.
it won't last. Genuinely, I
Mm.
can tell you right now, it'll be 2 weeks. It'll be the same when they've done the thing where like, oh, if someone raids, if it's under 5, it won't even show up show up in your alert box. Like, after the massive outcry of the creators being like, oh yeah, so fuck small streamers, am I right? You know, like Twitch were like, oh, okay, maybe not. You know, um, it's interesting because Twitch is going through this really kind of, for lack of a better term, volatile state right now, where it's having major ups and major downs. You're having some really big ups, like they're doing what they can to help with different charities, and people getting this. I remember there was something that happened with like to be fair, actually, no, I think it's more of the community that Twitch has brought up. Like there was a story of a couple. I can't remember what streamer it was, but someone had donated like $4,000 to him, but then refunded it. But because of PayPal's system, it's like they charged him like $150 for the refunds, and like that's not fair. Like um, so like, and then I think it was Ninja came in and went, okay, cool. Well, hey kid, here's 10K. Like like just like no worries, well there you go, fixed it. You know, but then you've also got the fact that there's people on Twitch blatantly breaking the rules, but Twitch will turn a blind eye because they're bringing them money. Like I think it was Summit1G pointed this out, that he was like, so I've been DMCA striked 8 times. Where's my ban? And I was like, yeah, but how come this streamer who's got 4,000 followers, has one DMCA and they're banned for 30 days? The cat's still there. He's sitting at the side. I can still hear you, by the way. I need to go close my door because I live with
Sure.
people. And so yeah, 2 seconds. I can still hear you and I can still talk. But yeah, that was a bit a bit of a bullshit situation. But going back to what you were saying about the monster cat stuff, I think this will be a case of they'll try it and then it'll be like, wow, people do not like this, because it does seem that Twitch just seem to think that us small streamers don't matter, whereas we make up, I'm pretty sure, like 80% of the streams are people under 5 years.
Oh, easily. I would say
Yeah,
more than that. The number of big streamers who are partnered who have
yeah,
it's minute, but those are the
yeah.
whales that bring in the big
And even
cash.
then, yeah, and even then, like I'm friends with 3 partnered streamers. One of them pulls in maybe 150 viewers a stream. That's still considered a small streamer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a full-time job for them now, but they're still considered a small streamer.
Yeah.
Whereas like people seem to think that, oh, once you've made it to, you're getting, soda popping numbers, that's when you've made it. No, people, that's when they go, oh, I'm a rich man and I get given sorry. One thing you also learn about my cat is he knows how to get attention. One of the ways he does this is opening and closing my door. Um, well, I keep making the joke of do you remember when you were a kid and then you bring like a girl or like a boy or whoever you're interested to home for the first time, and your parents would go, "No closed doors in my house."
Yeah.
You know, that's my cat. Like
It's like he's
uh,
wearing them fuckboy shorts again. I've got to keep an eye on
I will go and change.
him. No,
I will go
no.
put on some casual black shorts.
No, please don't. Vic says, yeah, isn't that always the way on any platform? People who don't generate money are not important. And we've seen it happen on YouTube as well. They
Yeah.
really fucked over the small YouTubers and made it not
Hmm.
really worth your while unless you're already there. And a lot of people
Yeah.
abandon the platform in search of
It really
other
sucks.
content. And you have
Um
to, I think you have to diversify these days in terms of being everywhere in order to get
yeah.
people where you want them. And that's really hard. Like my main platform is Facebook, as you probably know. That's where my
Hmm.
biggest audience and my website. But as soon as you become an affiliate, that's it. I can't push this content anywhere else right
Hmm.
now where other people could watch it. It's got to be
Yeah.
exclusive to Twitch for 24
Well,
hours.
one of the things that I found really I don't understand is that Twitch have done this thing where like, oh well, like for example, my name is DungeonMasterViper on Twitch. Everywhere else it's Viper Media because I wanted to come and make this Viper Media, but Twitch have this rule where if you have a name on Twitch, you cannot go and use it anywhere else. Like if you so for example, like if I had a YouTube channel, I couldn't call it Dungeon Master Viper. I'd have to call it like DM Viper
Oh,
or like
really?
the Dungeon Master Viper.
I did not know that.
It's a weird rule they've got, and I don't know if they still enforce it, but that was definitely something that I picked up on. Um,
Yeah, we
and
need
going
to
back,
check name. I'm making a note here.
yeah,
Check naming rule.
yeah, they
Oh,
might have changed it since, but like when I checked it, this was back in like 2018. It was a case of like, yeah, like you can't have the same name on another platform.
because someone like
Um,
Ninja isn't gonna
well,
use it.
the point with that is that they deleted his channel, didn't they?
Well, he
Or
did.
to partnership, yeah,
Yeah,
and but I think like
he's back though.
some, um there was something about it was like when Shroud moved over or something. His name was different on yeah Mixer or different on YouTube than it was on Twitch. It was like like slightly different. So it was like I think a good one is I'm pretty sure for a while, do you know up up down down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on YouTube they were up up down down, and then here they were up up down down games.
Okay.
So
Uh,
it was something like that, but I need to double check.
we'll we'll investigate that, folks, and report
Yeah,
back in the write up on the
I could be
website.
wrong. They could have changed it, but I think that something along the lines was there for a long time that was like that.
Tazzii's not
Um,
seen that rule. We think it's possibly not a thing anymore, but it might be a
mhm.
thing, but it's not enforced, or we're just still
Yeah,
breaking the rules and we don't know about it. It's
yeah,
we'll check. Holy shit! It's been an hour. We should play a game.
we should. What should
Uh,
we play? Escapist, Risk of Rain,
should we ask the audience? What would you like us to play?
Pokemon trading card game.
I don't have that. I've not new PC. Haven't downloaded much yet. I'm sure it'd take a long
Uh,
time to download.
mm,
So we've got. I think we agreed on the Escapists 2 or Risk of Rain 2 are the things
yeah.
that we realise we both have. What would you like to see us play? Tazziii, Vic, anyone else? There's 7 others of you at least out there. CJ, Cage Quinlan, Fern Gaming if you're there. Or we'll just play something. You know I'm going to pick Risk of Rain because that's like
Yeah.
my
Screw it, I'm loading it up.
My sweet, sweet love. Right, I've got to fiddle with my screens, haven't I? Which is something that I quite often forget to do. Do you have a Stream Deck?
Yes, I do.
Second screen? Or
I've got a Stream Deck.
nice.
I've
What
played a bit with that heavily.
What do your buttons do?
So I've got my stream starting, be right back screen, stream ending. That's my like my chatting face, my gameplay. That's my Spotify start and stop button with Spotify volume control. I've got close up of my face, a really big close up of my face. My camera off and on button. My voice mod button, a voice mod randomizer, and then I've set this button up to take me to a menu, which then I can switch to a soundboard that I've got set up for the stream, as well as going over to my more Lions Table stuff, which basically does the same stuff except a lot more on the Spotify side. And then I'm setting up a soundboard for them as well. And then these are just more like menu buttons. Because the thing is, like, people think, oh, there's only so much you can do with the Stream Deck. No, literally, this one has 15 buttons on it. I have as many buttons as I want.
Yeah.
It's more just about knowing how to create pages.
Ah, nice. Because that's one thing that I'm really battling with is, oh shit, I need to make it do a different thing. How do I do that? Quick.
Are you Strife Magnet? Yeah.
I am, yeah. Oh,
Yes,
shit.
good. I thought I just invited some randomer.
Yeah, just about. Oh, right. Let me.
I'm expecting a message from my friend Craig soon, being like, "You're playing Risk of Rain."
Yeah, hop on. Stream Deck is great, says Tazziii. Yeah, it's on my wish list. As soon as someone says I've got to get one.
They're a good investment. Like, I don't know what I'd do without mine now.
Right. Game capture. Come on, find the game. There we go. Done. Let me know how the sound is, folks, because I know the levels can sometimes be a bit off. I had to turn it right down last time. Right, so we're going to play some Risk of Rain. You've played this before, right?
I think I've played a bit of it, yeah. I bought it during lockdown when one of my friends has suggested it.
I've played for 53 hours. I'm in the lobby, right.
Cool. So again, I've not really done much.
Well, we can play on easy if you like.
Drizzle. We'll play on Drizzle.
Play on Drizzle. Right, I tend to play Engineer.
I think I've played Huntress a bit.
Huntress is good, bit of a glass cannon.
And I've only got Commando and Huntress, so it's more just that.
Okay, I'll play. Engineer has turrets that have all of the abilities that you've picked up as well. So for anybody who doesn't know this game, Risk of Rain 2 is a roguelite, which means you play until you die, and when you die, that's it. Game over. Start again. You unlock new characters, abilities, and skills, but when you start again, you go back to nothing. You've like level 0. You'll die very easily. Risk of Rain, because as we play, it gets rainier and rainier as enemies will rain from the sky in more numbers and ferocity and hard boyness. The power-ups that you collect are infinitely stackable, so you can get ridiculously over powerful as you go, but the game is kind of designed to kill you. They recently added an ending to it, so there is a final boss. Oh, that's fun. And there's lots of stuff to do, and I didn't check my loadout. Never mind, away we go.
Right, I need to double check what the controls are again.
I need to find you. You're down there. Leave
me alone!
already dead. No, you're not. Fibbing. Tazziii has the Stream Deck pad on her iPad.
It is a pretty good app. They might have fixed it a bit, but when I first tried it, it was quite glitchy. But I think we're okay now with the app.
And what's
At least I have it on my
the?
phone.
Can you use the app instead of a Stream Deck? Is that what it does, or does it supplement?
The app itself is basically Streamlabs OBS.
Ah, gotcha.
Their version of it, and it controls that, but it can only control like elements on Streamlabs. Like me personally, I use it. I like to use Streamlabs more, just like Stream Deck, sorry, because it's all there. Like I can set up Spotify on it. I can whatever I need. It also just kind of like depends on the whatever. What am I thinking? I can't focus on this topic at the time.
So Tazzii's saying it's literally Stream Deck
basically
on the app. So oh no, he's an actual Elgato Stream Deck. Works exactly the same. Just in app form, does exactly the same. Ah.
I might look into that for extra buttons. There's no such thing as too many buttons.
Can you press them all?
I mean, that'd be cool as hell if you could. Just press them all at the same time, see what happens.
See what happens. Ah.
Is there fall damage in this game?
There is, yeah. Right, so anyone who's not played this, what we're looking for is the transporter. So if you see red sparkly things, that's the transporter we've got to activate.
Away with you, lizard man.
I've not found many power-ups yet. I've seen you've picked up quite a few. Have you scavenged them all?
Scavenged a couple, yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's a couple.
What are you? Are you going to shoot me? No, you're just looking at me.
Do you play non-split screen multiplayer games like this on stream? And if so, how would you, for example, if people wanted to watch both of our screens, how would you go about doing that?
There is an option for multi-stream. I've personally never really done it. Depending on what game you're playing, really just there's whatever you want. Sometimes what I've managed to do is watch, like, I'll watch 2 or 3 different streamers, and I'll basically do the, like Windows 10 has the option you can just like clip windows together and stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, just do that and watch them over at the same time, and as I do, just see if I can like sync them up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What I usually end up doing at that moment is like basically turning the 2 streamers down and having one as my main source of like.
Yeah, you have like the one as your main. And oh shit! I've just given up all my health for some money. Run away! Right, that's the teleporter. If anybody in the audience has any suggestions for that as well, we'd love to hear it. As I thought, all can like one person screen share to Zoom and then
Stop shooting at me!
Grab that as a source. That could work.
I have done it. Like I'd done this thing with Claudie, my dog, for a while, which was our I'd never played Civilization before, and he is an absolute whiz at the game. So what he done is that he put his green screen on, and Discord called me. I picked up his camera from Discord, and green screened it out, and put his head on a cloud, and we done Coach COD for a while. And like he gave me like tips and stuff. Was gonna this is the.
Let's do it. Alright. Beetle Queen. Gonna fuck you up. with my turrets. Don't stand a chance. Feel a bit bad. Here's a queen.
You are not the queen.
I'm the queen now. Hey, she's got a little health boost. Not a minx.
There's a really funny thing I saw a while back that was like players will heal up 8 or 9 times during a boss battle. The boss heals once. And it's just a picture of Anakin going, "It is outrageous. It's unfair."
It is outrageous. Have you played Hades?
No, but I've seen a lot of people that I know play it.
It's excellent. But,
I've been told that I'd enjoy it very much.
also a roguelike, but with unlockables, more unlockables as you go. That has a number of multi-stage bosses where you think, "Yay, I've done it." Fuck you. Is its health bar
One of the rogues that I've been playing recently is bullets per minute.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've got a code for that, which I've not. Was supposed to write a review, but my computer broke.
Bullets per minute is great. It's not great as in like, oh, it's such a good game. It's more like just it's so much fun. Like it's basically like a dungeon game where you go about with a gun, but you can only shoot your gun in time with the music.
Yeah.
So, but like if you the soundtrack is really good, and even though it's repetitive, it doesn't get too like you're not sitting there going like, oh my god, shut up. It's like kind of half fades in the background, but it's quite cool when you're going about like the movie's like do 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 do, and you're just like dum, 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 dum. And like the game rewards you for like being on beat and stuff. So it's like basically if you mix Guitar Hero with a dungeon crawler, it's great.
Right, come grab the boss. Luke.
I'm running. I'm running.
Morning, GM Radio Rob. Thanks for joining us. First thing from Australia. That's very lovely of you. Tazzii's going to activate Lurk. That's fine. We appreciate you still being around, Tazzii.
I seem to have teleported.
All right, next level. So yeah, I should give BPM a go. How important is it to play, do you think, like trending games, in games that are sort of the zeitgeist? So every fucker's playing Among Us at the moment. Do you think it's important to follow what people are watching, or to just do your own thing?
I think for growth it can help, but it just depends on what you want to do, really. I like I said, I play wherever the fuck I want to play. So if one day I'm feeling, you know what, let's play some Among Us, we'll play some Among Us. If I feel, you know what, we're going to play some Tomb Raider, let's play some Tomb Raider. You know, I play games that I enjoy, because at the end of the day I want to keep it fun for me.
Yeah.
Like a lot of 9 times out of 10 I play story games, so I like story games that are well written, and have like a good bit of intrigue into it. So like people, not only would I want to come back and play the game, but hopefully my viewers will come back and want to see the rest of the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I think that's one of the reasons why I love the Spider-Man game so much, is that not only am I a massive Spider-Man nerd, it was also very well done, and you know it made you want to keep playing. I think what was the other game? You find like specific story games are more popular with others. Like I know when I played the Walking Dead series, it was quite popular with my viewers. More because it was like a very, very good story, and some of them who had seen it, you know, we get to see a different ending, and
yeah, make some different choices.
Yeah, but like
I found the transport teleport.
It's like what do you do when you play these games and you figure out, you know what, This is boring as hell.
Yeah, I'm having a horrible time.
Like it's like I could sit here and play Fortnite every day. I could probably be partner by now. But no, because I hate Fortnite.
I've never played it.
I mean, do you like sitting in a lobby?
No, not really. Let's all go to the lobby.
Like, it feels like people are just watching you sit in a room waiting for the game to start, basically. Just to be shat on by a 12-year-old.
Not my
Like,
idea of a good time. I'm not the Pope.
well, you know, I grew up in the Call of Duty, you know, lobbies. You know, I've had my fair share of people tell me they fucked my mum, and I don't want to continue doing that with a new branch of 12-year-olds. You know, it's
Ah, you got the good shit.
oh, apologies.
That's alright. What's been your most, you say story games, is the one that's really sort of ranked for you in terms of getting people to watch? Because discoverability is pretty poor
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Um, you know, it's really weird because I when I stream, I refuse to look at my viewer count.
Mm,
More because I know that, see, if I'm sitting there and I know that I've got, you know, 5 or 6 viewers, but none of them are talking, you know, I'm like, okay. Whereas like I'd much rather just like keep going, and maybe people are watching. Like I've had a stream actually where like 2 people were talking in the chat, but there was but 20 people there.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but I've had streams where there was 4 people and every single one of them were talking. You know, it's I much prefer the interactivity with viewers than others. And again, I always feel a bit bad because I say when I play story games, during a cutscene I might go quiet because I'm focusing on what the story's doing.
Yeah.
Um, but like there's some times where like my viewers get really into it as well. Like again, um, there's some of one of my mods, Xaviera. She has been with me and my channel for a good part of 2 or 3 years,
I'm calling the
and
boss.
yeah, like we've literally we've played. She's watched me play the whole of the Walking Dead series, and like I played the final season for the first time uh, a couple of months back, and man, that was emotional for the both of us because I'm a sucker for a good character, and you know Clementine to me was just a fantastic character. But like again, like for me, just, you know, with channel points and everything I've said as well, interactivity for me is the main thing. Like I see it as I'm there to entertain people. There, instead of them going and play the game themselves to be entertained, they've said, you know what, I'm gonna waste my Thursday night watching this dude play it. So
Yeah, yeah.
like
So the least you can do is pay them some attention, which means I should probably check chat.
yeah.
It can be a bit intense to manage chat and game at the same time.
Yeah, again, it depends on what game you're playing as well. Like for this
Yeah,
game, I know for a fact I'd be awful at looking at chat. I'd be like, "What are you saying?"
yeah. Vic saying Among Us wears them quite badly. It is a very specific sort of game, and it's intense. It's any game where there's lying and deception. It can be easy to take it personally sometimes, and people get very shouty and very
Oh,
aggressive about it.
yeah,
It's
I refuse to watch what is it that because I genuinely like I watched like XQC play it and I was like, you guys are getting so salty over this.
yeah.
Like it was, how are you guys getting so salty?
Yeah, GM Radio Rob's be getting there themselves and only played one game of it. Yeah. Vic's talking, it's the listening while working. They're having trouble with very serial monotasker rather than a multitasker. Can't focus on more than one thing at once. Basically, that, yeah, I hate deception games, any deception games, but thinks their autism plays a part in it. I think there's the same for me, Vic,
Ooh, big
that
strong boy.
I'm coming. You don't have to tell me to come twice. There's a big strong boy. But the rejection dysphoria that goes with being ASD can make those sorts of games quite difficult to enjoy. There's other deception games I like tabletop games. What's the Robin Hood one called? Sheriff of Nottingham, where you're trying to sneak
I
goods,
love that game.
and it's all about snapping those little things open, the little card holders. It's phenomenal, and you can throw each other under the bus, but it's all done in such a jolly way that,
Yeah,
and everybody gets
like
to have a go as
two
well.
big strong boys. One of the big things for me that I loved about that game was I first played that game and it was a local cafe that played tabletop games. That's where I first played it. And I played it with 3 of my friends, and some of the way we know each other and we make some ridiculous jokes. Like for one of them, like pepper was contraband, and it was like oh no, so I think it was yeah, like pepper was contraband, but something else wasn't. And I had wheat and I think a wheat and chilies in my bag, and it was like, why have you got wheat and chilies coming into Nottingham? And I was like, I'm here to make spicy bread. And it's like, spicy bread, you say? So you could like games like that I love because you could just take the piss.
We're playing a murder mystery over in Coaching for Geeks group. If you're not a member and you're in the audience, you should join us over on Facebook, cfgshortcut.com. If anybody fancies typing that into the chat, that would be dead handy, because I can't reach it right now. But we're currently gathering up people for a murder mystery, and it's a very light-hearted one. None of the players will die, but one of them is the murderer. You get given a script of all the things that you have to say.
That sounds fun.
You should join us.
I might do.
There's a poll up at the moment for dates for it. But we had a lot of fun playing that because everyone really got into character. Everyone dressed up. Everyone was sort of embellishing and adding more to who they were and what they were doing, and it was just ridiculous. Everyone was really leaning into their role, and it was mostly guys playing female roles because we just didn't have enough people to
there's
play.
some really good things about
Found it.
some of the communities you find here on Twitch with doing those kinds of games, because one of the things that people don't seem to realize with like tabletop and RPG games is that it's kind of like you can challenge these kind of weird norms.
Yeah.
And it was Critical Role or Geek and Sundry who done it, and it was like the screen has gone.
Found it.
It's the Clay Dunstrider. Clay Dunstrider. Clay Dunstrider. They done, I think it was like, they always like I think it was something to do with like they were saying like, oh yeah, jocks or like nerds can't be strong athletic types. So it was like 5 guys who are all been on the cover of Muscle and Fitness playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's amazing.
It was what's he called? The lad who was in that film, Magic Mike. Can't remember his name.
Channing Tatum.
No, not him. The other one.
Matthew McConaughey.
No, the other one. Keep going.
Kevin Nash.
No, keep going. Anybody?
Gabriel Iglesias.
I can't remember.
Joe Manganiello.
Yes, well done. Yeah, he.
He was a Magic Mike. I thought I only know him from Teen Wolf.
Yeah, no, he was in Magic Mike. Apparently, I haven't seen it.
You look at him, you're like, yeah, of course you wouldn't fucking Magic Mike.
There we go. Old Clayboy's down.
I'll tell you a funny story about Magic Mike actually. So I went to see Magic Mike in cinema, because I didn't see the trailer, and I genuinely thought it was it was going to be a film along the lines, you know that film Now You See Me?
Yeah.
I thought it was something like that about like a criminal who's like a magician. I got in the cinema, I was wrong.
that Channing Tatum heist
Well,
film that you were expecting didn't
there was a
happen.
group of teenagers behind me who were screaming, and I was like, why? And I was like, oh, that's why.
They were hoping to
The
see
worst
a
part
bit.
is like the film actually has quite an interesting subplot of like gangs and like shoddy club dealers, and it's interesting. But at the same time, you're like, what is going on?
All these men whopping the clothes off. All them
Yeah.
teenage girls were hoping to see a bit of peen.
Have I just died?
No, just finished the level.
Oh. I had a friend who worked in a Odeon in Edinburgh, and they said that when they were working, they saw some pretty interesting stuff. When 50 Shades of Grey came out, she went in to clean the
Oh
theater,
no.
and let's say there were objects on the seats,
Oh no.
and you're just like, you're in a cinema. Stop being a dirty bastard.
Oh no. You can't just wipe down cinema seats either, can you? No.
No.
Oh no. Right, let's get over here.
Into the tunnel, into the unknown,
I know these tunnels quite well. So
into the somewhat known.
somewhat though, tunnels. Oh, there's a big flaming snake. Fucking up things outside. Fiery
Not today.
boy.
Oi, what are you exploding? Stop exploding.
He's not
I'll
gonna.
explode.
He's not gonna. You can tell him all
Use
you
your
want.
code. Grounded.
It's fine, he's gonna go down.
I feel like I'm taking on the young team right now. Oh my god, that is a fiery snake.
Told you. Ah, and there's the end of the level as well. We can call in the boss. Flaming snakes and bosses. Fuck it, why
If the
not?
boss isn't a giant ladder, I'm going to be disappointed.
A giant ladder?
I'm being bullied.
I've
being bullied.
fallen off. Alright, we hadn't dealt with the snake. Never mind. This...
Go away.
You alright over there, pal? I'm on half
Oh,
health.
it is. I've grabbed something.
Uh-oh. A blue item.
What is that? I've
Oh, they're fucking me up.
snakes and jellyfish.
Fucking me
They're
up.
coming for you.
Oh, Flamey Snake's still going as well. Oh, fuck, he's right in my face. This is
I
fine.
wonder if I can get them to fire at each other.
I think friendly fire's on for enemies.
I've turned into a big shadow ball, which is unusual.
Oh, nice. That replaces one of your abilities. Yeah, probably your movement ability.
I don't know what the difference is, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, fuck. Right, that's fine. There we go.
Did you just
Explode.
make him eat like a giant chunk of damage?
Yeah. I shot him with my money.
You shot him with your money.
Yeah. I've
I
got a
didn't
gun.
realize that
I've got a
you're
gun.
Batman.
I've got a gun that shoots money. Look. Batman. Well, he's not very rich anymore, is he? Old batters.
I know he's had to move to Paisley. I think one of the funniest things is that you saw on like Twitter, like Liverpool University students taking pictures of the Liver building with Batman standing on top of it.
Yeah. Alright, fuck it. Let's
I was having a drink, enemy, and you hit me. That is not nice.
fuck him up. That's the only response.
Giant lizard men.
With
I've only got 20 quid.
kill some more of them. Oh, you lose all your money at the end of the level. It's classic rogue.
Ah, I see you know your judo well.
I did judo when I was a little boy.
I also did judo.
I hated
It
it.
was fun.
You're right, it was one of that. I hated it.
I really enjoyed it. One of my issues was I was a very I was one of those 9-year-olds that was like 5'5".
Mm.
So like I got to high school, got to like third year and stopped growing, kind of thing. I'm only 5'7", but I've been 5'7" for close to 10 years.
Mm.
So because of that, I was like 9, 10 years old, but because of my weight class, I was fighting like 15, 16-year-olds. So I didn't really win many tournaments, but like there was one tournament where they done it by age range, and then I showed up and they went, "That's just not fair," and I won gold, and they were like, "I wonder why."
He's a massive lad,
Yeah, because
stomping in.
this boy is huge. Now I'm a little small boy.
Whereas I'm painfully average.
Painfully average. I get that.
5'10" on a good day. 5'9.5".
How am I gonna get down there?
So, where are you? Where are you trying to get?
Wee, boing, boing, boing.
Holy shit! I've got a 57 leaf clover. Wow.
A what?
57 leaf clover. It's like the best item in the game. It rarely spawns. It increases your chance to proc anything where luck is involved. So you can create ridiculous chains of lightning exploding baddies that sets other things on fire, and then everything explodes in a glorious mess. All hail the 57 leaf clover. Can't find the transporter though.
I don't know what I'm fighting, but Mon then. My dad would beat up your dad.
Be honest, it won't be hard to beat up my dad.
Aye, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Me, you behind the bike sheds.
Fuck it, let's call in the boss.
Magma worm.
Oh, we've met this lad already.
Oh, is this the big snake boy?
Yeah, flamey snake boy.
It's Flamey Snake Boy, the sequel.
This time he's boyier.
I'm being chased by lizards, so
It's Wednesday. Has he brought a pal along?
Don't know. I'm running over to find out.
Oh shit. See, I think we could have tackled something more than drizzle this evening.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not dead yet, so he's a mushroom.
Make room for the mushrooms. You'll be much too young to remember that advert. It was
I don't know, maybe.
from the early 80s. They were trying to get people to use mushrooms more. So they had some
Wait,
cartoon mushrooms.
when you say use mushrooms,
The-
what is Mr. Butter coming and doing us for?
Go on, touch him. See if he's slimy. When I say mushrooms, just like button mushrooms, not fun ones.
No. I don't really eat that many button mushrooms. I eat usually like chestnut and like shiitake and all.
No, see, that's why they had to advertise them, because everyone's like, no, fuck that. We're not eating boring old button mushrooms.
They're not boring. They're all right.
So there was an advert that went, make room for the mushrooms, and there were some mushrooms. And they're like going, come on, let us in. Demanding to be put in a pie or something.
For me, right, just because of just my fandoms in wrestling, I hear let me in, and I'm just like, oh, flashbacks. just have a guy in a Pennywise costume going, let me in. That or what's his face? That comedian is like, let me in, let me in.
I don't know that reference.
It's like, is it? Oh, what's his name? Eric Vaughn something? I don't know. He's got an afro. I know that. This is a very big hill, and my character is getting up it no problem. My character has definitely had its Weetabix. I seem to have run faster going up that hill than I do on flat land. Look. I'm moving faster going up a hill than on flat surface.
Got
what
some kind of
of
hill-based ability. What's this
what?
game called? It's Risk of Rain 2. Sequel to Risk of Rain, which was like this but in 2D. Also, phenomenal game. A lot of the enemies are the same. A lot of the pickups are the same. It's just in 2D. It can also be played in 4-player. There's less places to run in a 2-dimensional plane. And that game also wants to fuck you up. That Butter Boy we just saw, he's in it. He's in it.
I'm gonna jinx us, but I've been walking. I've not seen a single enemy.
Here we go.
Oh.
This is the final boss level. I've taken us straight to the end rather than doing another loop because,
Oh, cool.
you know, otherwise time's are ticking. It's only 9:15. Fuck that, we can keep going. Got to do some marbles on stream afterwards, and you've also got to pick something to fix about my Twitch. So I hope you've been having a little think.
I have, and did have something in mind, but I think I might have changed my mind.
Uh-oh. Look at you! Showing off with your purple chunk of fuzz.
Oh, the guitars have started. You know what that means?
It's time for a boss, probably. Vic has 2 hours 15 left of work and dying of boredom. It would be easy to watch the stream if I didn't have to check for orders every couple of minutes. Sorry that you've got a job to do.
Sorry that you got to make money, bro.
Yeah.
F's in chat, boys.
Yeah. I'm going to reach over and press F. I've just made it full screen, obviously. There we go. My heartfelt F. How is the what's it like down in Brighton with the food delivery? Are people actually ordering, or are people sticking away? Work is fine when there's something to do. When it's dead, it's like, what's the point?
I feel that. I used to work in a Papa John's, and as just doing deliveries. But there was times where like you'd get like 40 orders at once, and you'd be like, oh my god, then you're running out 4 deliveries at a time. And there's other times where the it would be you get 1 order every like hour.
Sad times. I think weekends are busier, but midweek is just dead. I haven't ordered out in ages.
This music's fucking insane.
The soundtrack is available on both Spotify and Apple Music. It used to be my kind of deep focus music, but after I'd played this for 50 hours or so, it just made me want to play it more. And I'm like, oh yeah, but just have a little game of Risk of Rain instead of doing some work. And then it'd be like a 3-hour run. Like, oopsie, now I'm overwhelmed with work. Shit.
Yeah. Like after this, I'm probably gonna go over and play some Ghost of Tsushima.
I
Because that's been
haven't
what I've been playing recently.
played it. I watched you playing that a little bit the other night, actually.
It's
The
quite
other
fun.
week.
You feel like a bit of a badass.
Mm.
Because the way they've set up the combat is if when it's really easy to like get pretty okay at it, but it's at the point where it's still like challenging, but at the same time like man, if you do it right, you feel like an absolute badass.
Who's it by? It's is it Insomniac or
No,
the other one? That's
Alexa, who made Ghost of Tsushima? You're a fat load of luck, aren't you?
computer. Who developed Ghost of Tsushima?
Directors of Ashima Projects Private Limited are Upendranath Sahar.
No, that's not why I asked you. Can anyone?
Sometimes they're really, really useless, aren't they?
Yeah. Can anyone in chat tell us who made it? It's the people who did.
Ninja Theory.
No, because they got bought out by Microsoft.
Was it not Ninja Theory?
No, it's the ones who did like Sly Raccoon, one of the classic PlayStation platformers. I was really
I'm trying to think what
surprised.
it is that I played recently that Ninja Theory made. That I thought like there was a game. I remember the name Ninja Theory because I played the game and I was like, this game is incredible.
They
Can't remember what it
did the one about the girl with psychoses, with the voices in her head. Oh,
Hellblade. That's
yeah.
it. Man, Hellblade is genuinely my top 10 games.
And they also made DMC, Devil May Cry.
That is a game I'm yet to make. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I'm just
Yeah, we want to be over there.
high buildings.
And they did not the other Hellblade one with it was a PS3 launch game. And Monkey Journey to the West, Odyssey to the West,
Oh, right.
which had Andy Serkis as Monkey.
Is it a part that is an ape that Andy Serkis hasn't played?
Absolutely not. Only the one that was played by Helena Bonham Carter. That's the only one.
I mean, like, see any film that involves mocap, he seems to be in it.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed Tintin. He was in that, obviously. That surprised me.
For me, like, I like games and movies where like someone tells you, "Oh, this person's in it," and then you go, "Oh yeah, so they were," but you were just that enthralled with a character that you forgot that they were an actor.
Right, this
Like,
guy's probably gonna fuck us up. Sorry, Lycan.
You ever seen Ex Machina?
Oh no, I haven't actually.
Oscar Isaac's in that, and it was only after someone told me that Oscar Isaac was in it that I realised it was him. But it's because the character he played was so good.
Sucker Punch. Sucker
Sucker
Punch
Punch.
made Ghost of Tsushima, I think, didn't they? And
Yeah, it might
they
have been.
made Sly Raccoon. I've just started replaying. Oh fuck!
Oh fuck! I've not played that one.
No, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Oh, Sekiro, yeah.
I'm terrible at that sort of game, but one of my partners has demanded it because he's really into it. If you're watching, Matt, hello. I loved Demon Souls on the PS3, but it's like the only kind of one of the Soulsborne-y type games I've really got into.
I mean, I played Jedi Fallen Order, which is kind of a bit of a Soulsy-born kind of game. That was really good. Because that one was it was a bit more a bit easier. Like I've always said that like if you look at games like Dark Souls and stuff, the learning curve is like big cliffs down, big cliffs down, big cliffs down.
Yeah.
Whereas the Jedi Fallen Order is more like steady, like, oh, there's a second one. I'm getting shot by something.
There's a lot of them. I'll try and get rid of them. Whittle them down.
Moon then, son. I have you in my sights. Pew pew McPew pew.
Fuck 'em up. Yeah, it's at the intense moments where I forget that you're supposed to carry on talking. Wow,
Yeah.
I need to shoot things. Cage Crinoline says, I had a sad child, so had to run off for 10 minutes. Drag, there's drag. Yeah, we were talking about the murder mystery that we're running that I have already played and was fortunate enough that it was all guys, and all the guys who were playing female roles really went for the dressing up aspect and really went for their character. Really were like, what's my motivation here? And everybody got a bit drunk. It was lovely. Sadly, I had an inspector role, so I didn't get to indulge myself. Oh, he's coming at you with that chonking great hammer.
Sorry, pal, you're not Thor.
Who is? Oh shit! That hurt. That hurt too. I turned invisible though. That's gonna help. That everything's
it's okay,
hurt.
I'm just a wow. I think I'm dead, mate.
That's alright. It was probably going to happen. Oh no! Yeah, this isn't even his final form. Come on, Dad, come on.
Fool, this isn't even my final form.
Oh, it got me.
Okay.
Oh well. Mithrix, return to dirt. Break
Well,
beneath me. We've all said that, honey.
Since you're dead, lol, get wrecked.
Die, vermin. Become memories. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
A little bit of Risk of Rain there, folks.
A little bit of Risk of Rain, yeah.
A little bit of Risk of Rain. Just a little bit.
Risk of Rain, yeah. That's because we're playing the American servers there for some reason.
Oh. That's because I normally play with Americans.
Most likely.
Yeah. Oh, wow. But wow. Reese, Dungeon, Vibes. The time has come.
Yes.
We've had a little chat about your streaming and what works for you, and we've had a little bit of a chat about music, and quite a few things. We've had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of the other. We've had a little bit of chat about fuckboy shorts, and
You find any conversation with me goes way off tangent.
we've met your cat. We've talked about dressing up as ladies and solving murders. So that means there's only one thing really left to do. That's to choose. What are you going to fix about my Twitch?
I'm going to fix your channel points.
My channel points. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm so pleased you picked that.
Because for me, interaction with the chat is like second to none. And channel points, when they first got introduced, I thought they were like, this is amazing. So for next week, I want you to have 5 different channel points. You can choose what they are, that your chat can either mess with your stream, or they can, do something, whatever you think. What's great is that Twitch does has a little like a suggested thing. Like there's ones like hydrate and stretch.
Yeah, I've seen everybody's got them.
I don't. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not. If you tell me to drink, I'm like, no, get to. I'm purposely not going to drink because you've said that.
I have 3 chalices in front of me and have poisoned one. I shall drink from one at random.
I'm just thinking that'd be amazing. Like if you actually had 3 different cups, and like one of them had like apple juice, one of them had wine, and one of them had like stagnant water. Just like something awful. Like
what could you put in it? Like one of them drinks that make you shit for when you've got constipation. Yeah.
What you could just make like a really disgusting smoothie, like kale. I don't know.
Yeah, not
cold coffee.
Yeah, fix a coffee. No, I don't mean coffee. Although I don't drink coffee, so it would make me shit and keep me up all night. Awesome. I love that you picked that. That's made me a very happy boy, because I think I can have a lot of fun with the channel points, and we've got to pick a name for them. We've got to find a little picture to represent them. There's 5 different things.
Yeah, I'm still working on my pictures, but like you do get some really good ones. Like need the inspiration, you can look at mine. Like, one of mine effectively works as 20 different things, so it's just about finding what really works for you. Like for like you there's nothing saying that the ones you pick at the very start have to be the ones you stick with forever. Like the D20 game that I've got, about 6 of the things have changed over time, because they either weren't fun to do, or they just didn't work. Like one of them was I had the cat cameo, but that would require the cat being indoors. So like it's a very 50-50 thing.
And you probably like we've met Garfield. We've seen how adorable, and
he shows up when he wants.
Yeah,
like that.
You can't force that.
Yeah. Usually, if you come onto my stream late at night, you're talking about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. He usually comes up at the side and starts pawing my face, because that's his way of saying, "Here, you're coming to bed."
It is time, slave.
It is time for me to sit on top of you and sleep. I don't need a cat bed. You are the cat bed.
Awesome. I love that you've picked that. Because I know we had a little bit of a chat beforehand. You're like, oh, I might pick this, I might pick that. But we've gone channel points. Now, we do like to give away an opportunity to the audience to fix my Twitch as well. So it's time for some marbles on stream. Woo! And if you win, you can fix more
marbles on stream. Marbles on stream.
Where is it?
Some gospel choirs. Where's my gospel choir? Marbles on stream. Marbles on stream. Marbles on stream. Marbles on
I will remind you how to play, except it's doing an update.
You do exclamation mark play.
Yeah. We might just have to wait a couple of minutes because, of course, whilst setting up the new computer with all the things that we needed to make the stream work, guess what thing Robin forgot to do? Download Mobs on Stream. So we've got about 4 minutes to wait before that happens. So let's carry on chatting. Cats are amazing, Vic. I would get a cat if I could, but we can't. Fun story. So let's talk about you again. Where can people follow you, find out more, join in your streams, get involved, throw a follow your way?
You can find me at www.twitch.tv/DungeonMasterViper. That is my personal channel. Or if you like more of the D&D variety of content, you can find me as the Dungeon Master over at www.twitch.tv/the Lions Table. Nope, the Lions Table. There we go. That was interrupted by a burp. I usually stream Tuesdays through Fridays on Dungeon Master Viper and Mondays on the Lions Table. For this month only, I'm doing a stream every single day. So, like just after this, I'm gonna go and be a samurai for 2 hours. So yeah, that's where you can find me. All my socials are linked onto there as well, so you can find me wherever. The only place you won't find me is OnlyFans. Yet.
How many channel points?
More, I'm thinking well, it's like it was a joke. It started off as a joke between me and one of my friends because they decided that, you know what, if they get to 50 subs, they'll make an OnlyFans, but it's just pictures of fans. And I'm thinking if I make an OnlyFans, it'll be pictures of like grandmas and it'll be only nans. So like just flooding OnlyFans with comedy. Who needs nudes when you have laughter?
When you have flans.
Yes. There's great ones like only hands, only flans, only grands. What was there was one that was like somebody thought, what if they just like drew plans for different buildings and vehicles and called it only plans. And then they were like the first one would be Death Star plans. So like people could buy the Death Star plans. But yeah, like you can find me on most socials, just not on the 18 plus ones yet.
One day. Vic's getting carpal tunnel on top of everything else. Because why not? Have you been spending too much time on OnlyFans, Vic? I have a bit of carpal tunnel. I have to strap it up. That's what she said. How long have we got left? 2.5 minutes. So we can set the marbles rolling. How can we feel that? It's in your offhand. That's the weird part.
Oh, right. Were you trying that new, like, you know, sit on your offhand for 5 minutes and feels like Doesn't work, mate. I'm sorry.
There's lots of ways to automate that process these days as well.
Well, what was the joke that came out of do you know that show? What was it? Big Mouth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was like all you need is a pillow and a bag of beans.
Oh yeah, what was he called? Jay. Is it Jay? Who's his
I think I only watched the first season of it, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm done with this show.
You should go with it. It gets better. It gets better.
It was like that and like BoJack Horseman. I was like, nah, I couldn't get into BoJack Horseman.
That gets better as well. It takes a while to find its feet, but it's bleak and dark. But also strangely heartwarming.
Yeah, and like with Rick and Morty, I feel like I'll watch it these days just because like everyone else does. So at least I just know what they're talking about. You
Yeah,
get some like genuinely good comedy, like the Pickle Rick was funny, but then the people going about going up Pickle Rick. You're like, oh, aye.
yeah, it was like quite a small moment in episode that didn't really go anywhere in terms of story until the end, and then it
Yeah,
had
until the end. Yeah.
quite a lot of character development at the end. Let's all just
Well,
shout Pickle Rick. There was some great cosplay that came out of it for sure.
oh yeah,
Wow.
there was some like I think the best thing that came out of it for me was was this. It was the Dungeons and Dragons Rick and Morty
Mm.
box because that had a really funny campaign in it. Like the fact that there was a one-eyed goblin called Toe and like a goblin with 9 toes called Eye. I was like, this is just like people trolling you.
Have you played Trover Saves the Universe?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's if you like that,
Yeah.
it's the somebody let Justin Roiland off the leash and just record lines of dialogue for like 3 hours, and then they
That's
made
what he's
built
done
it.
for Rick though. Didn't he?
Yeah,
He just got pished and
yeah. Don't tell me it's still updating. It's just that second downloaded GM Radio, Rob. So, are you that desperate to fix something? Right.
the thing he's ready to fix is get that guy off the screen.
Right. Need
Don't
to
worry, my chat roasts me like that all the time.
head on over here. Let's stick us up in the corner because there's going to be some hot marble action going on this screen.
Everybody, ready your starter missions.
Get
for
you.
some hot marble action.
Yeah, warm your balls up in your hand. Let's play Shattered Dreams. Average time 2 minutes. That's how long it takes to shatter your dreams. Just want to play some marbles before you dash off to work. Aww. Okay, it's wow. What's going on here? That's a lot of marbles going on there. So it's
What is going on?
who are all those
What?
marbles?
We've got that many viewers?
I've not been keeping track. That's what's going on here. 500 marbles in my race. I can't quit it. We're going to have to start this. What's happening here? Let's start it. What's going on? Who are all these people with all the weird names?
There's 500 marbles in the race today. There's 500 marbles in the race.
Let's hope they fall off.
I don't know who half these people are.
No, none of these are real names, surely. But it's letters. People are dying. We'll fix this out, folks. Don't you worry. We'll have a proper race. It's not a long one. Did I hit simulation rather than... I must have. Let's see. Can we just quit it? Sorry if you're actually in the race, but fuck you. You're not on the stream. Race. Pick another one. Viewer. There we go. That helps, doesn't it, folks? Few will survive. The gauntlet. No, that's too long. We'll try this one. It's a simple little boomerang. It's not very exciting, but tough. It's exclamation mark play to get in the race, not exclamation mark marbles. If you are a subscriber, you get the sparkly disco ball. That's literally our only subscriber benefit at the moment. So do get involved and grab your sparkly disco ball. So
Grab your sparkly disco balls.
is it logged in? Has it logged in?
Don't hack you.
It's not logged in. Sorry, folks. Having a few technical issues with the old No marbles. It's not putting you in the race. Doesn't like you. No, it doesn't want you to play. Okay. I have to hit that. Oh my god! Let me just stop sharing the screen. Yeah. That's why I'm just coming over. It's coming over here. Keep them entertained. Whilst
Play me off, Johnny.
Oh god, what's my
Hi,
password?
everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Coaching for Geeks.
Well, we're always prepared for every eventuality.
Today we strip down the stream and ask you to fix our Twitch. What should we fix? Should it be the gameplay?
Should it be the host? Just get a new one. Here we go. Oh god, that's a long password.
I think one of the best things that Google ever implemented was like, oh yeah, we'll save all your passwords for you. Don't worry, no one's going to hack into you.
Yeah. And then it's two-factored.
Like I'm pretty sure like it comes up with like like suggested passwords, and one of my suggested passwords was like BQX hyphen exclamation mark colon X493. I'm like, I'm not gonna freaking remember this.
Well, I have a password manager, and it makes all my passwords like that. And then when the password manager fails, you're like, "What? I've got to type that in now."
Oh, the best button that you could ever find on a PC is remember me.
Right, speedrun. Viewers. Logged in. Race. Right, let's flick that over to that. Exclamation mark. Play.
There we go.
Hang on, that deserves a quick...
We didn't hear it.
And now my left ear is deafened. I'm in. DungeonMasterViper's in. Cage Krillin's in. Victoria X Soul is in. GM Radio Rob is in. If there's anybody else who wants to be in, now's the time to get in. Because I'm clearly going to fuck it up again. And somebody likes me on Tinder. Hooray, maybe I'll get in. But not for another week or so. Right, we're going to hit...
Nobody has to know.
Gonna hit start. The race starts in 10, 9, 8, 7 with the 6E, 5E, 4, the numbers 3, 2, 1, and then you have to wait a little bit after 0 before we go, and they are off. Balls rolling down a hill. That's all we could want for a Wednesday night. Cage Crinoline there, sparkling away like the glorious being they are. Coaching for Geeks, me, circling the gaping green anus. That's what's probably what I've got in store for me over on Tinder. Who knows? And this is very much like at the museum when you roll your tuppence. I'm not allowed to win. This is outrageous behaviour. Come on, Vic, you've got to take me from behind. DungeonMasterViper in third place. Cage Crinoline.
Is that me? Is that me? Am I the brown ball?
You're the brown ball. You're the don't dead walking inside. I can't remember how it is. Don't dead open inside.
Yeah, don't dead open inside.
Yeah, and we're going over the nibbly knobbly lumps. Absolutely no problem there. Misses the pins completely, and into the fallopian tube section of the layout.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that called this the uterus. Like, I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought this looks like a vagina.
Yeah. And Victoria's Soul has snuck around the corner of that tube there.
Reclaiming the fallopian tubes.
Yeah, take them back. It's gosh, there's everything to play for right now. It's a speedy little race, but Vic is taking that corner a bit wide. I've snuck past. Outrageous
Boing.
behaviour. But now we've got holes and nipples to negotiate. Oh, down the middle. I've won my own race. Second place is Cage Crinoline. Third place, Victoria Soul. Fourth place, DungeonMasterViper. Fifth place, GM
So
Radio Rob.
what happens when you win?
So second place gets to make that decision when I win. Second place being, yet again, Cage Crinoline. Look at that, with a time of 1 minute 50, shortly followed by Victoria X Soul. Just half a second there between them. GM Radio Rob is not doing well with the marbles. This is becoming a terrible season for the GM. Who knows what's gone wrong? What's happened in your mind, Rob? What's made you lose all focus with your rolling? Maybe you need to give them a little bit of a roll between your fingers beforehand. Maybe you need to polish your balls before you start. We just don't know, but something has gone terribly, terribly awry for the Games Master this season. Cage Crinoline, it's over to you, pal. You've got to choose. You picked that I had to do some Instagram marketing last time. I can give you the list. I've got a list of things that I want to fix, but I feel like that's cheating a little bit. TikTok, TikTok.
I'm obsessed with TikTok. I'm on it like every day.
Are you?
Yeah.
I can't handle another social media platform right now. I just don't have the mental capacity for it. Who's your favourite TikToker?
Oh, that is a question. The one I probably watch watch religiously and like all their videos is my friend Rhiannon, because she pumps out like 8 videos a day. Big TikToker. I feel like I'm obliged to say either Iron Sanctuary or Beer Bong John.
Obliged. Why are you
yes,
obliged to say them?
because I'm one of the bearded community. I feel like I'm obliged to. And yeah, those are probably the main 2 I watch.
Okay, so Cage Crinoline has said, "Oh, look into the automated stuff, either fun pressy button kit or app." Streams behind. It's all right. It's all right if you're a little bit behind. Oh wait, just choose something from your own list. No, that's not how it works. I'm not fixing my own Twitch. Fuck that. That's why. Why do you think I
That's why
get?
we're here.
That's why you're all here. That's the whole point of this. Is that I have to do nothing apart from write it up and implement all of the things. I'm not deciding nothing, mate. I don't know where. It's not on me. So we'll look into the automated stuff. So either a Stream Deck or an app version of a Stream Deck, like we talked about earlier with Tazziii. We can certainly look at that. We can get maybe the Stream Labs version, which enables us to do fancy, swishy things between scenes. Or if anybody would like to gift me a Stream Deck, just go to my wish list. I'm easy to find. Robin Bates. Buy me one.
Pretty, look at it. It's pretty.
Oh, look. Although Christmas is coming and my birthday, so we'll see what happens. So that's been fixed. My Twitch, week 2, and DungeonMasterViper, Reese, the Vipes Master. You have selected for me to sort out something with the channel points, at least 5 things by next week's episode. Wonderful. That's what we'll do. Thank you very much. Tell us again where people can find you and follow you.
You can find me, funnily enough, in about 10 minutes over on Twitch.tv/DungeonMasterViper. I say that very fast and people go, what?
Yeah, slow it down so people know it.
Oh, it's funny. Like if when I'm playing a Jackbox, I go, "Hi, I'm Master Viper," and but yeah, Dungeon Master Viper, all one word. No spaces, no capitals, all that. Or if you just fancy some D&D stuff on a Monday, you can also find me as the Dungeon Master on the Lions Table.
Lovely. What's your campaign about?
campaign, we're currently doing Descent into Avernus, and it's basically about our players going into Baldur's Gate. Shit happens, and they may or may not be descending into hell.
Oh.
So,
Oh, that's quite the descent.
into Avernus.
Ah. Well, thank you very much. What's your Facebook name? Are you in CFG? Demands Victoria
Yes.
Excel.
I am. I'm Reese Young. I'm doxing myself. My profile picture is me in a paintball mask.
If you have a look on the promotion that I've done for this in there, Reese has been tagged. You'll see him.
Yeah.
Or just let me know and I will pass on your details. So we take one step closer to Twitch infamy, stardom, and Twitch fixery, which is delightful. Thank you so much for your time this evening. You've been Reese Young. I've been Robin Bates from Coaching for Geeks. This has been Fix My Twitch, and now the rules are we have to raid somebody. So let's have a look who's on, who we like.
Let me see, because I have some people who more than half deserve raids. Let's see. Do you like Rust?
Rust, not on my car.
How about Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Why not?
Cool. There is Selk 104.
So,
She is a fantastic Irish streamer.
let's have a little go. We're just gonna have a little look, folks. And then
Here, I'll put the name in the chat so you can get it properly.
Yeah. All right, that'll be a surprise for them, won't it? Let's go raiding. Is the video buffering? No. Raid.
No, that should be fine.
That's just what it said to me. It didn't work. 7
no
viewers are ready to raid. Raid now. Let's go. Bye, everybody. There, we just raided.
Yep.
There we go. Thank you very much.
No problem, man.
That was great.
Anytime.
Well, I never know what to do at this point. I'm like, how do you end it?
There's sometimes I've been sitting here and after like podcasts and stuff, me and whoever's been on have literally sat for like an hour and a half talking shite.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. Like, just keep chatting. And then you're like, oh shit, this would have all been really good for content for the show. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but I'm gonna go and get ready for
Yeah, you've got to go
Samurai
get started.
content.
Enjoy. Go get stabbing. Thanks again.
No
If there's anything I can
No
help
probs.
with, just give us a shout. Keep in touch.
No probs. Yeah, I will.
And I might be in touch for anything else I need for the write-up.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, cool. Catch you later, bro.
Cheers, boss. Ta-ra.